Hello!
Hello and welcome. This is Keith Fields.
And this is Lady Sarah.
And thank you for joining us for a cup of tea. Perfect.
And before the show starts, actually, I do have a bit of a comment to make. I have to. Before the last show, Lady Sarah made a joke on our Facebook page saying that we will be having sex on the show.
But we did. We tasted wine. It was called sex.
Yeah, I know, but apparently that's not what some of our viewers thought. So we'd just like to apologise to anyone who tuned in and misunderstood what was actually going on.
Okay.
Sorted that problem out. There we go.
So moving on, we have Nick and Lissa from Peak Physique, Troy. Oh my goodness.
Do you want to say that again?
No, I don't actually. I'm going to mess it up again. They're going to join us here.
That's good, because I need to get fit, just in case we have sex on the show again.
You're not going to let this one go, are you?
No. There may be a few innuendos through the show. If I get a chance, I'll slip one in. Ha! See what I did then?
Then we're going to speak to someone from our favourite venue. We've been there many times to perform corporate shows at the Royal Park Hotel in Rochester.
And they're opening up operations after the rather long shutdown, so we're going to be hearing how that's working. And that's Michael Crank.
Lovely. With corporate catering sales manager. Notice I read that one.
Yeah, corporate catering sales manager. I love that. People have job titles. We don't have job titles, do we? I want a job title.
Oh, darling, please put up in the comments and chat a job title for the lovely Mr. Fields, because really,
someone
he
come
has
up
a
with
good
a good
one.
job title for me. I want a job title, that's all.
I think you need a job, love.
Yeah, we have Magic from Dapper Dan, one of the regulars at the Magic Soiree. We're looking forward to him showing us some of his stuff and bringing a magic touch to the show, which is going to be great.
And as you can see, this is an interactive show. In fact, we've had some comments already. Please tell us where you're from and how we know you. I did notice there was one there from Amanda. Now, I think Amanda and I went to school together in Wales. That's right. But she's now in Norfolk. Holy moly, there's a blast from the past. Ooh. There we go. Lovely. Oh, and Dapper Dan's wife is watching from Colorado.
Really? My goodness me.
I don't know.
It's like we're an international show.
Oh, maybe it's daughter of Dapper Dan. Yeah. I don't know. Perfect. Do leave us your comments. Lovely to hear from you all. And if you haven't seen us enough, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're also on Channel 7 WXYZ this weekend with another helpful tip.
Health and safety tips.
Health and safety.
We had a lot of fun with those. And one other thing I just want to plug before we get with today's show, my lovely wife has written a book. Some of you may not know that. It's called Delicious Delectable Sauce, and it's a lovely little children's bedtime story. And we spent the last few days, maybe weeks actually, filming a video of Sarah reading the book and showing the pictures of the book. And if you'd like to check that out, you'll see it later on today, either on our Facebook pages or our YouTube.
I can't believe you said a couple of days. I took it in just 2 takes.
Yeah,
it took you longer.
Okay. It took me about 3 or 4 days to edit it. Let's
move on. Let's go straight through to our first guest.
Excuse me. I'm
dying quietly in the corner.
It has been said that after the lockdown, we're going to end up as either a hunk, a chunk, or a drunk.
Oh, can I be 2 of those?
Which 2?
Well,
let's not go there.
No.
You only get one of the 3, apparently. We had food and wine on the show already over the last few days, so today it's exercise.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, it certainly is. And we're going to see some pictures of these lovely young folk, although we might not at this rate.
First, it's Lissa. There she is.
There she is. Look how cute she is, Lissa. Let's get this right, shall we? Lissa.
One of my favourite moments of the show is these pictures. We see how they were and how they are. This is Lissa, one half of the partnership, and this is Nick, the other half.
Wow, look at that.
Look at those shoulders.
Lovely. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for
Nick and Lissa from Peak Physique, Troy.
Yay!
Hi. Hello.
Hi guys, thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing?
Good, we're doing good.
Yeah, these are friendly personal trainers from just round the corner.
You literally are just round the corner from us, actually. And in fact, some very dear mutual friends recommended that you come on the show, give us some great tips. I mean, what more of a recommendation could you want from that? It's fantastic.
Exactly. Yeah.
Before we get into that, we want to know a bit about you guys. You're local Michigan people?
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in Clarkston right now, or live in Clarkston, and
Okay, so
just enjoy.
We've got to give you the Michigan test. Whereabouts do you originate from?
Oh, I'm bad at that.
So I would be Richmond. You will be Lapeer. So right there.
Fine.
And the
Perfect.
most important Michigan question is green or blue?
Always blue.
Yay!
Yay!
Oh dear, we just upset half our viewers.
Well, I know Joe Pop had said he's out when he's talking about exercise, so I'm a bit sad about that already. He's already come on. Now we do need to play this game that Keith loves and some of our friends in the UK love. So let's go.
Say something in British. This is what's going to happen. I've got all the British words here. You know how to play the game. I'm going to run my thumb down the edge, and you just shout stop anytime you want to.
Stop.
Okay, there we go. So the word of the day is, this is a fun one, lug holes. Lug holes, that's the word, just so you can see it. Lug holes.
Can you in a
Oh, there it
sentence,
is, lug
Keith?
holes. Yes, you can actually say pin back your lug holes. That is actually a very traditional British expression. Do you have any idea what lug holes could be? Take a guess.
Pant legs? Your pant legs?
No. If anything comes up, we'll find out. We'll get suggestions from people at home as well as we get on.
Now, you like us are a husband and wife team.
Yeah.
How does that work? How's that going?
This is actually easy to work together because we have 4 kids. So, I think this is the easier way of, working together. But no, I think we do a great job of communication and just, talking to each other every day and just really just being on the same page.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
I know getting on the same page is a challenge sometimes.
Yes.
We have
a challenge.
we have a system. The system's quite simple. I do what I'm told.
Exactly.
I like that system.
Yeah. I try every day, but sometimes
but it is strange. Do people come up to you and say, how can you actually do this? Actually, you live together, you work together, you parent together, and all that sort of thing. Is that a question you get asked frequently? We
do. And I think for us, we're pretty blunt with each other and pretty honest. And so if I have something to say, I say it, and it works because we can communicate, I guess. But yeah. Sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, it's still your face. You're still here.
And it's just fun to grow with each other. Really, our business, just growing. And it's just fun,
Yeah.
Especially with our kids too. So.
Yes, and we notice you're bouncing up and down. So I feel.
This is the gym thing.
This is the gym thing, darling.
Obviously,
I feel we need to do some exercises.
I think that's very fair.
Come on then, Nick. Oh, sorry. Hello, Nick. Take us through something we should do now that we're all at home all the time, unnecessarily.
Yeah, so
So I know we're all at home sitting a lot and stressed. Everybody's stressed. It's hard not to be right now. And so many of us carry that stress in our upper body and our shoulders and our trap area. So we always suggest first in the morning taking a nice warm shower, warm up your muscles, kind of get going. And then the second thing we want to talk about is your posture. So it's really easy to tell people to fix your posture, put your shoulders back. It's not that simple in real life. These muscles are shortening. Everything is tight. Your traps are going up to your earlobes because all the time like this. And we all do that. So a good exercise to do is just take a band like this.
You've got one, haven't you?
I have one here.
No, Keith's got one.
Yeah. Exactly.
Put in the jacket, don't you? It looks good, Mister, in the jacket.
It does, it matches. I love it.
Color coded.
Yes, good job. I like it.
So and the key with this is to make sure that you're not engaging your traps. That's not going to help your neck. So you just take it, open it up, use those back muscles. Do this 10 reps 3 times a day, morning and night. It's going to definitely help with your posture.
We're so close together. That's the problem.
Okay.
But it's the thing.
So very important. Get out of those traps. We want to make sure we get out of
this is so true because we spend so much time on the desk, on the computers, and the natural reaction is to go like this.
Absolutely. And if you look at it, like there is, studies that have been done that if you were at a 60-degree angle looking at your phone all day, that's like a 60-pound weight of pressure on your neck. So that's what we're doing to our neck all day long by looking at screens. Now, we're not going to not look at screens. We know that. So we can do some exercises to kind of negate those effects.
That's something to tell the kids. 60 pounds on your neck.
But that's because of the leverage, I suppose, and your head is heavy. Yeah, I can see how that works.
I can do that. Okay, tell me what's next.
Okay.
So
another important thing is obviously we're sitting a lot, so we have to really work on our hips. And what we do is actually we can use either a ball, obviously where we're on, or we can use a chair.
We can do this. Okay.
Sarah has her ball to
I've got my ball. Okay.
You're going to go
nice
back.
Nice work. What I like to do is we're going to start off with a pelvic tilt. We take our fingers, put them forward of our body, and put our thumbs in the back, and we're going to push.
Push, darling.
Back,
Push.
and then push forward. And you're
This reminds me of something.
My clients love this stuff. They love it.
Good.
You gotta work the hips. As Lisa's doing
I'm working. Oh, I better not stand up.
Oh, no,
I haven't got my suit all the way down. Hey, this is showbiz, folks.
I love it.
Okay, so we're working the hips.
So we got to work the hips.
You want to keep your upper body stable, really. You just want to keep on moving back and forth, getting that pelvic movement. It's going to help increase range of motion in your hips and to get that lower back strain.
I'll tell you, I'm like a duck in water here. I'm stationary at the top, but down here things are moving like crazy.
I love it. I can see it. Another good one is getting the IT bands to kind of loosen up to the side of your legs, and we're just going in a circular motion. Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Stable.
So she's on a ball. It's easier on a ball.
I can do this. The test.
And it's easier to have some music too, because you get the music going also. Get some dancing. See, it can be fun. Exercise can be fun.
The chair that's creaking.
Okay, for anybody watching now, we're with Nick and Lisa from Peak Physique, and I'm trying to keep fit. Peak Physique. God, blimey.
It's hard to exercise and speak. We've got time for one more. Last one before we have to move
So the
on.
last one I really want to go over is everyone's out there walking. So if you're going to show someone, if you're having trouble walking, if your hips are bothering you, your knees are bothering you, this is a great warm up. You can get one of these bands anywhere in the store. It's called a cloth band, as Lisa's doing it right now. And what you want to do is start off. You want to do 10 to 15 steps. You want to go laterally. You want to step out, and then give me that pelvic tilt.
Ooh.
Pelvic tilt.
Okay.
Step, pelvic tilt. And you got to go backwards with this also. So what this is doing is just getting all the muscles that you need for your walk to get engaged in the fire. And that way you're not walking back and forth like this, or you have hip and knee pain. So
before we close off, there was one thing you mentioned when we were chatting earlier about kind of resetting ourselves before we do exercise, before we walk, and that actually reset. Just tell us a little bit about that concept.
So let's just talk about like a normal exercise would be like a shoulder press. So a lot of people, if you grab the dumbbells, are going to be like this. Okay. As you can see, I'm all up in my traps. I'm all up in there. That's actually putting a lot of stress on our shoulder, on our traps, which is not even getting to my shoulders. So the biggest thing we try to do is when we lift up, we're going to just tell our brain to reset. Yeah. So what we're doing is dropping that area in the trap, and then you're lifting without the trap.
Nick, he needs to get some dumbbells first to lift.
I'm going for intelligent bells, the type that lift themselves. They're so much better.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you for popping in.
Thank you for popping in. Please come back and join us with our magician. And Joe Pop's come up with reset your lug holes. Good idea, Joe.
I've got no idea what that means.
Not a clue. But seriously, thank you for coming in. And it was wonderful that we've both got mutual friends, and here they are recommending you. You're keeping them fit. You need to keep us fit now.
Yeah. So Nick and Alyssa from Peak Physique, Troy, thank you so much. We'll be back with you in a few minutes' time.
Yes, I'm going to put you in the virtual green room.
And we'll pop into our next guest.
Wow, Keith, I feel exhausted.
I do.
My balls gone as well.
Need nothing. Your balls. Need another cup of tea after all that. In fact, talking about cups of tea, the Royal Park Hotel was one of the first places we went to for a cup of tea.
Yes.
And this is our guest today, Michael Crank, as a, look at that.
Look how cute. Angelic. So cute. Lovely.
So sweet.
And look, there he is with a football.
Yeah. Why do people do that? They give boys footballs in pictures and girls dolls, isn't it? That's it's a thing.
It is a thing. I never had a football. Yeah. You're right. If mother's watching, why did I never get a football? Anyway.
Please welcome from the Royal Park Hotel, Michael Crank.
Hey guys, how we doing? Michael,
you're looking a bit more coiffured. Is that the right word? The last time I saw you, which was on your LinkedIn. Would it be LinkedIn, Facebook? I don't know where you do your videos.
It's the LinkedIn world. I'm all about that LinkedIn.
You're a LinkedIn man.
He's a corporate man.
No, absolutely.
He's a corporate man.
But we had some fun. You were bearded up on there, and we had some fun watching it. And your kids were involved in them as well. Are your kids running around while you're working nowadays?
Oh, they're animals. They're absolute animals. Love them, but working with kids at home, a 3 and 4-year-old, and I just got a new puppy. I'm one of those people.
Oh no!
COVID puppy. I got a COVID puppy, Bruce Willis. The guy's fantastic, but he's some work.
Perfect.
Is he still a real puppy? I mean, a tiny one? Or?
Yeah. So I mean, I got him right when I got him. I got called back into work 6 days later. So he's about 12 weeks going strong. You know.
Wow. Yeah.
You see, that's not only you'd become a chunk, a hunk, or a drunk. You also get a puppy or a baby.
Yeah.
One of the two. 3.
No babies. Yeah. No babies.
Yeah, but babies don't rhyme, you know, with it's
chunk and a hunk. Okay,
we need rhyming things.
Anyway, you need to check out Michael's videos on LinkedIn because he's a different man. He's all grown up now. Look,
he's a different man from the picture he sent up.
Yeah, I did notice that. Where's look, here it is. Look. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that young, innocent 12-year-old.
Yeah.
When you first started work.
I've matured a lot during COVID-19. You know, it's caused me to age. You know, everything I know and love is changing. In the professional world.
Yeah. So we've got to ask you to say something in British. The word is lug holes. Do you have any idea what lug holes are?
Before you used it in a sentence, I was thinking of some type of meat, maybe like a horse meat, some type of like cow leg or something of that nature. Then I thought ear. So I have no idea, honestly.
No idea. No.
Yeah. A horse.
Ginormous.
Pin your lug holes back. I don't know, the ginormous ears.
No
idea.
We're going to keep you all in suspense. We shall reveal the truth of that word a little bit later.
But tell us about the hotel because we're quite excited.
Yeah.
We are quite excited because you've started to open up. Well, the restaurant's going.
Yeah, it goes. The restaurant's doing takeout right now, just a way to sort of get a little momentum going before I guess Governor Whitmer allowed us to open come Monday. So we're open on Wednesday next week. Got the team coming back. They're excited. They're pumped up. We can't wait to see all those beautiful smiling faces, even though they'll be behind a mask. So just know, even though you can't see their teeth, they'll be smiling. They'll be excited.
We'll be smiling just because we're out, that sort of thing. And your whole process, of course, at the hotel is changing. The whole check-in process has been streamlined, hasn't it, to make it a much smoother experience for people?
It sure is. Now, before you even check in on your phone, you're going to get your room key. So when you go to you don't even have to even talk to us. As much as we want to talk to you, you don't have to talk to us. You can go right up to your room, right up the elevator, use that room key, walk in the door, and off and away. Do what you do in a hotel.
That's incredibly. That's a great system.
That's fantastic.
I do remember we were in France many years ago. We stayed in an automated hotel. Do you remember?
That's right.
That?
We never saw anybody.
We didn't see anybody. We arrived in the middle of the night. We stuck our credit card in a machine, a bit like the machines that give you chocolate or something like that. And we logged in on the machine.
And we got into the room.
Spat out a couple of key cards. We got into the room. Never saw anyone. Never saw anyone. It was kind of very
French,
strange.
eh?
Well, it was French, yes.
It was
but
that scares me.
It wasn't a nice hotel, I should point out.
It's not like the Royal Park.
I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all.
But the big thing about the Royal Park, of course, is the whole events and things like that. The wedding season is huge for you guys. And now, obviously, the wedding season has changed. There's still going to be limitations on the number of people at these events. Is that happening? Or
I mean, wedding season, I mean, love isn't canceled due to COVID-19. It's just sort of hitting pause a little bit out there. I mean, we're on a wait and see approach. Just every day there's something new. For example, a couple days ago, we were having a meeting at 2:00. I had this catering package that we're going to unroll for parties of 10, and then at 2:30, Governor Whitmer comes on the TV, and now the restaurant could open. So that basically just killed that whole dream in a matter of seconds. It's just that's how it is. Every single day we have to adapt our plan. So so wedding season, we're hoping to get it going. I mean. Right now, there's 100 people outdoor events, but we're more of an indoor venue, so we're just gonna wait and see and keeping the dream alive.
I think
I do like that comment. Actually, love isn't cancelled. That's
I think that's something we have to remember.
We must remember that. We must remember that.
I like that one.
Love goes on.
You've had to come across all sorts of things. So we were talking about the bathrooms and the loos, as we like to say. How do you get into them?
So this is new. I don't say technology, but like they have these metal, basically step type things coming out of the bathroom door. So you basically slam your foot down on the step and you open up the bathroom door with your foot. Now it's fantastic. I tell you what, my right calf has never looked better. It's never looked better.
I wonder if they've got those in the gym with Nick and Alyssa. I suppose it'll work.
Just open doors.
But isn't that great? You can turn everything you do into a mini workout.
Yes.
And we would never have to go to the gym again. Sorry, Nick and Lisa. That's not good, is it?
Lisa. But the good news is, of course, as you say, you don't have to touch a door handle.
Yeah.
No, yes, they keep it clean. It's one of the dirtiest places in the world. So I've been told that, and cell phones, I guess. But
yeah. And now because so many bathrooms are really closed in, they're not places you want to hang around in.
No.
For so many reasons. Anyway, on to other things.
But you're ahead of the game. I love that.
You're ahead of the game. You're opening up. One of the things that we like to do is just have a little bit of a staycation treat. So if we were to come and book in and have a nice, pleasant night, I assume we can sort of eat at the hotel and that sort of thing as well.
Come on home here, guys. We have a great romance package for you guys. I think you'd love it. Put a little rose petals at the door because we can't come in your room right now. But we're doing a ton. We have a glamping package we've come up with. It's going to be phenomenal. To sort of bring the families out who are too scared to go away. We have like a little shopping type package that's going to sort of encourage everyone to use those local great Rochester vendors, which I'm pretty fired up about. Let me see. There's a ton. We have the Creekside Canopies, which will be basically little 8-person canopies, so you have your own little private room on the Paint Creek Trail. That's gonna be a ton of fun, and there's so much to do in Michigan. I mean, they got that pure Michigan excitement with outdoors, hiking, biking, fishing. So we're trying to encompass everything from Michigan, help out our communities, get all of Rochester's vendors working, and getting people back in the stores. And
which is exactly what we're trying to do here on our little show as well.
Is to get Michigan
and put the Metro Detroit area on the map, because there is so many great things to do around here.
But the thought of a staycation, as it were, Michael, is fantastic, because for many of us, our teenagers or our students have come back home, and actually some of us parents would quite like to leave for a night.
Come on home.
That's a nice idea. We'll see if we can sort it out.
Thank you, darling.
Should we treat ourselves?
Yes, I could be working out on my ball.
Yeah.
Come on home. Bring your ball to the Royal Park Hotel. You can work out.
That could be your new advertising slogan. Come to the Royal Park Hotel and bring your ball.
There we go. I love it.
Perfect,
fantastic.
Michael. Perfect.
I think it's getting them towards magic time.
Oh, some magic. How are you on magic, Michael? Do you like magic?
You know, I'm a big Harry Potter fan, but my magic skills are not what I'd like them to be at this point.
Really?
Well, maybe our next person could help.
Well, let's bring Nick and Alyssa in. You see, they're still on their balls. Oh, hello. There we go.
There he is.
This is one of our regular performers at the Magic Soiree, but I fear this may be a few years ago, but it does give us a tip that look at that, he was already in showbiz back then. Look at that. The Dapper Dan bow tie that we know so well. Let's have a huge round of applause for our very good friend, Dapper Dan.
Yeah!
Hey, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Awesome. I'm doing well. How are you guys doing?
We're very good.
I'm loving the noise there.
I'm sorry. You know, besides doing magic, I've been trying to expand into impressions. You want to see an impression I'm working on right now?
Yeah. Go on.
This is my impression of a frozen Zoom call. Ready?
Yeah.
A little rusty. I better stick to the magic. Want to see some magic?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to show you some magic. I'm going to use my favorite deck of cards. And Alyssa and Michael, hopefully you're still around. I'm going to need your help here in a moment, right? Are you still here?
I'm here.
All right. Now, this is my favorite deck of cards. I'll show you why. I went out and I bought 52 unique decks of cards, all with different backs. And I took one card from every deck, and I made a one-of-a-kind, unique deck of cards. And it's my favorite deck to do magic with, and I'll try a little magic right here. Now, normally when I'm doing this, I would put the cards in your hand. Alyssa, would you help me out first?
Sure.
Pretend you're holding this deck of cards.
Okay.
And I'm going to deal the cards down one by one. And at some point, it's going to feel right for you to say stop. And any place you want to say stop, you stop. You yell it out.
Stop.
Right there?
Right there.
Sure. All right. I'm going to mark this spot with my 3 of clubs and bury it just like that. Now, Michael, are you still there too?
Yes, I'm studying.
Good. Are you paying attention? Do I need to run over the directions again?
I've been watching.
All right. So, Michael, what I'm going to do, I'm going to deal down the cards one at a time. And I would like you to say stop at some point that feels right to you.
Stop.
Right there?
Feels right.
All right. It feels right. I'm going to mark that spot. And just like before, I'm going to bury it. Now we got to go through and find my 2 marker cards. I marked it, I know, with a black 3 and a black 8. There's one of them. Let's see if we can find the other one. Let's see if we can make a little magic happen. Oh, must have missed it.
You've made it disappear.
I made it disappear. There, and there's the other one.
There it is.
All right, let's make a little magic happen with these 2 spots that Lisa and Michael told me to say stop at. Now, you realize in a deck of cards, there is one and exactly one card that goes with every card with the same number and the same color. We call that the mate. So, Lisa, you had me stop at a spot, and I marked it with here the 3 of clubs. What would the mate be to that card? It'd be the 3 of spades.
3 of spades.
3 of spades.
We can make some magic happen. You had me stop on the 3 of spades.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, Michael, I marked your spot with the 8 of spades, and your mate would be
8 of clubs.
the 8 of clubs.
The mates.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Pretty good, huh? Now, at the very beginning, I told a little bit of a fib. I said I bought 52 decks of cards and took 1 from each. I actually only bought 50. So I had to double up a couple of the backs. I had to double up this back, and I had to double up this back.
What?
Nice.
Oh, wait. There's something more. Now, Alyssa, you had me stop on the 3. And Michael, you had me stop on the 8. That is pretty good. I'm going to move these up here. That is pretty good considering the whole rest of the deck are 6 of hearts.
That's great.
It's magic.
Whoa. Out of this world, my friend. That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much.
Perfect, Dan. That's great. That's great. And obviously somebody purchased the shirt for you, Dan, because
Yes.
That's just my Colorado daughter showing her appreciation for her dad.
lovely, lovely.
Perfect. We have to get towards the end of our show now with Dan. Do you have any idea what lug holes are?
The only thing I can think of is it's the hole in the tire that where the lug nut goes.
Oh, way too logical. Way too logical. Someone actually did say the right answer.
Yeah.
We did actually get it. I think Michael Crank, you talked about
ears.
didn't you? Lug holes are actually ears.
Yes.
The expression we have in the UK is pin back your lug holes, which basically means listen up. So it's time for you guys to use that expression in conversation at some point this afternoon. So if you say to your kids when they're not paying any attention, pin back your lug holes, they'll just look at you and go, what?
I'm definitely going to use that.
So we always like to finish on a positive note. Nick, Lisa, tell us your positive thought as we go into this weekend.
I think we just want to share that to remember that exercise and walking and getting out is good for your emotional, mental, and physical health. So if you can, get out, enjoy the sunshine, and breathe in that fresh air.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay safe and definitely do this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, perfect, absolutely. And Michael, what about you?
Well, as the great Jackie Moon said from the movie Semi-Pro, ELE, everybody love everybody. So just go out and love everybody.
Yeah.
There's never too much love in the world.
No,
Absolutely.
very true.
Dapper Dan.
As we finish off, something with that shirt. Look at that shirt. Wow.
What these last 2.5 months have taught me is we always have things going on in our lives that could bring us down, but these last 2.5 months have taught me every day is a blessing, everything's a blessing. Be thankful for what you do have.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
So true. It's been a heck of a week. It's been a heck of a week. But thank you for joining us today. And thank you for all those people who've been watching and listening this week.
Yeah, we hope you joined in and did some exercises at home. Yes. That's very, very important. So, Nick and Lisa, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Michael will be with you in the Royal Park very soon.
I can't wait.
Nothing else. We look forward to seeing you. And Dapper Dan.
Well, do we have what do we say to Dapper Dan?
Well, hopefully the Magic Soiree will be open again soon. And
Looking forward to being back
in front of people. That would be great. We'll do that soon. But for now, from Lady Sarah.
And from Keith Fields, cheerio.